In the name of God.
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 From a group of Iranian Muslim students
To all freedom-loving students of the world.
The arrest of over 100 freedom-seeking students at US universities for holding demonstrations in the supporting of the oppressed people and children of Palestine
has compelled us to directly address all of you, truth-seeking students of the world who are witnessing this event.
This is because the sense of truth-seeking and love of freedom is more alive and vigilant in your hearts today than even before.
Official statistics from international organizations, including UNICEF, have confirmed that according to reports on the situation of the people in the Gaza Strip, more than 30,000 Palestinian civilians, including 13,000 children, have been killed by the Israeli terrorist army to date.
Social networks and popular media, although they have made their utmost efforts to distort the news of the war until today, due to the influence of the politicians and powerful groups, have not been able to deny the crimes and genocide in Gaza. A terrorist Israeli government which has been trapped by the quagmire of war since October 7th and has not achieved any military success is trying to change the balance of the war and weaken the will of the Palestinian people by massacring children and women.
The attack on hospitals and shelters under the pretext of the presence of military personnel, preventing access to clean water, food, and basic health facilities, and breaking all red lines of war and international treaties occurs in a situation where none of the international organizations and powers are providing effective assistance to the legitimate defense of the Palestinian people of their natural rights.
Many of them, such as the United States government and false claimants of freedom, such as France, openly provide financial and military support to this genocide.
These atrocities are taking place while it's clear than ever today with the heroic resistance of the people of Gaza against Israel, that without the support of the powers, especially the United States, the sham Israeli army does not have even the capacity to continue these crimes for a few hours.
our global friends, our classmates.
Today, our main lesson is freedom-seeking and fighting against oppression. Although the youth of Gaza are deprived of the opportunity to study and go to university today, they are rightly teaching and listen of freedom-seeking and defending their rights to all the youth of the world. Let us also take inspiration from them and strive together with our classmates in Gaza to end oppression and establish lasting peace in the world.
we wholeheartedly support every freedom fighter who protests against the Zionist regime.
We, the young students, have always been the driving force behind all social changes. The sound of our freedom-seeking cries must deepen the ears of the powerful and oppressors of the world.
Hand in hand, we have broken the silence in the world and will not let this silence reign again.
Our cries have awakened all the freedom-loving people of the world, the global hatred regime of Israel, and the cries of freedom-loving people of all religion and races in support of oppressed Palestine will come together like drops and form a mighty flood that will lead to the destruction of oppression and the realization of the rights of all oppressed of the world.
With our loud cries, we will force all governments to sever economic and political ties and not feed the terrorist regime of Israel.
All freedom-loving nations must rise up and prevent their governments from supporting the child-killing Zionist regime.
In
the hope of an end to oppression and the establishment of justice and peace in the world.
And peace in the world.
And peace in the world.